Hello everyone, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to create a beautiful bracelet using the newest Softlex company design kit, Wild Mushroom? And if this kit is still available, I will go ahead and link it down below, as well as the current Softlex company design kits. We are using beads and Softlex wire from the kit, and the real treat was when they included the Softlex wire, they added in a retired color, the beautiful butterscotch, just kind of a matte spin on their metallic lines that they currently have available. We're using beads from the Jesse James Bead Mix, as well as exclusive beads only found in the kit. We're using a Green Girl Studio mushroom toggle. We'll just need a head pin, a few more beads from the kit, your 2x2s, and then I am using a soldered jump ring or a soldered connector link. This was from my collection, but this is where my toggle will attach to. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'll help my little channel grow. Let's start creating. So for this project, we're going to need about 16 inches of our Softlex wire. So we'll go ahead and cut that from the spool. If you've seen any of my other tutorials, you know I like to keep it on the spool to act as a bead stopper, but we're going to kind of create our own little bead stopper. So we're just going to add in our 2x2. We're going to slide it on one side of Softlex wire like it was a bead. On the opposite side, we're just going to do a little crisscross and give it a pull. 2x2 connection point in the middle. And this is going to create like our little circle where we're going to attach it to our clasp in just a few moments. So it's up to you how big or small you would like it to be. And once you are happy with your size, we're just going to go ahead and flatten it. And that's going to act as our bead stopper. So we have our Softlex wires. We're going to add on one of the smaller bicones from the Jesse James Bead Mix. And then a couple of our bamboo beads, one on each side. Just going to let them slide down. We're going to add in our larger bicone from the bead mix. We just add it on to one side. And similar to what we did with the 2x2, we're just going to crisscross and give it a pull. And for this design, you are going to see some of your Softlex wires show. And I just think that's the beauty of it, having a retired color, and then it just really adds to your design as well. And then we're just going to repeat the pattern for the length of our bracelet. So we're going to add on our bamboo, one on each side, our bicone, and it doesn't matter which side of Softlex you add your bicone to. And then we're just going to give it a pull. And you can see your design. So if you kind of want like a chunkier style bracelet, but very lightweight, this would be a perfect project for you. So we're just going to keep repeating until we reach our desired length. So we're almost done with our bracelet. I'm just going to add the last few beads. And then we're just going to add our last little bicone on each side. We're not going to do another crisscross until we add on our 2x2. And we're going to have a lot of Softlex wire left over, so be sure to save it for a future project. So then we're just going to go ahead and add on our 2x2. And we're going to crisscross. And this is kind of the same style, just in reverse of what we did in the beginning. We just want to make sure that everything is nice and secure. It may kind of curl a little bit, but when you're wearing it on your wrist, it will straighten out. So we do have a lot of Softlex, so I'm just going to trim that to a more workable length. And be sure to save your Softlex. You can always use it for a future project. So on the longer side of Softlex, or your choice, we're just going to double back and pass back through our 2x2. This can be a little challenging. Sometimes it's a little tight. So you can loosen the beads if you want to, just to make sure that that Softlex will pass back through. We have our soft flex passed back through, and I know it looks a little bit like a hot mess here. We're just going to make any adjustments. We want our 2x2 resting against our two little bicones. And once you have all your adjustments made, you just want to compare that our loops are fairly the same size. They don't have to be perfect. And then we're just going to go ahead and flatten down our 2x2 on the other side. Now we're just going to trim our extra soft flex, making sure not to trim your little connection points. And we have the start to our beautiful bracelet. Now we're just going to make our little embellishment with our head pin. We're going to add on our larger bicone and a little bead cap. Making my loop with the one-step looper tool. This can be found on Amazon, and I will link it down below. So we're just going to slide it into our tool and give it a squeeze. We'll have the perfect loop every time. And I just like to take my pliers and make sure that my loop is completely closed. You don't want to lose your little embellishments. I know we're kind of mixing our metals between silver and golds. Now we're just going to add in some jump rings and attach our clasp and our little embellishments. So we're going to open our jump rings. When we open jump rings, we just take two pliers and gently twist side to side. I'm going to add on my little embellishment and my connector. When you're using a toggle and adding on embellishments or charms, you want to make sure you attach it to the circle part because the bar has to pass through. You don't want them to get stuck on your connection point and your bracelet or necklace not to close. So now we're just going to add a few jump rings to each side of the connection point of soft flex that we just made. So this is also a wonderful project to help you practice working with jump rings. So I'm going to connect two jump rings on each side just to give it kind of a more intricate look, kind of like a beginning level of chainmail. And this is a wonderful project to help you work with jump rings, practicing opening and closing them. And also by just adding a few more jump rings, it's just going to extend the length of the bracelet just a little bit. And if you're giving this as a gift or need to adjust the size in the future, instead of having to restring some of the project, we're just opening and closing jump rings to extend the length of it. And then we will attach our clasp. So we added on the jump rings to each side. And for this toggle clasp, it does have a large hole on it, so we can attach the two jump rings as well. So we're just going to open our jump ring, attach it to the two on our bracelet, and attach our clasp. Give it a close. And with this toggle, it does have a little bit of weight with it. And since you are using it mainly for the closure, you want to make sure that it is sturdy and supported. So that double jump ring really comes in handy. And then give it a close. We'll hear that little click. And if you didn't want to use this as a toggle, you only got one of them in the kit, you can also use this as a pendant. And if these are still available on softflexcompany.com, I will leave a link down below. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And if you didn't have the connector, you could make a connection point with soft flex as well. So just kind of some design options. We're adding on our last jump ring. Open it up just a little bit more and give it a close. We have our beautiful bracelet using the newest Softlex Company design kit, Wild Mushroom. We used our exclusive beads and beads from the Jesse James bead kit. And Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'll help my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for the products used in this video, as well as a tutorial playlist for all things with the Softlex Company Design Kit. Have an awesome day.